Welcome to this edition of News Bulletin. In the headlines today, National Fire Services Week observation concludes at Rourkela Steel Plant. School bags and books presented to students of Deepika Ispat Shiksha Sadan, the free school of RSP. And new initiative to enhance skill of employees commences at EMD. The news in details. The National Fire Services Week observed at Rourkela Steel Plant concluded on 20th April. Mr. Gautam Banerjee, ED Works, RSP, was the chief guest at the concluding ceremony held at the RNC Laboratory Conference Hall. Mr. BP Das, DGM, Fire Service, and several senior officers and employees of the plant, students and their guardians were also present on the occasion. Addressing the gathering, Mr. Banerjee emphasized on the theme of this year's Fire Services Day observation, that is, fire prevention is better than firefighting. Reiterating that prevention is always better, he exhorted everyone to be a master of fire and control it effectively for ushering in safety and prosperity. Mr. Banerjee also presented the prizes to the winners of different competitions like spot painting for school children of the township as well as essay writing and slogan competitions held amongst employees to mark the Fire Safety Week celebration. Mr. P.S. Thackeray, Senior Manager, welcomed the gathering and coordinated the function. Prior to the concluding ceremony, an exclusive fire safety awareness program for 50 lady employees of RSP was also organized. The session conducted by Mr. P.S. Thackeray included various aspects of fire safety both at workplace and at home. A demonstration on different firefighting techniques and stimulated rescue techniques by the fire services team was another major attraction. It may be noted that the observation of Fire Services Week commenced on 14th April with Mr. Deepak Chattaraj, CEO RSP, hosting the safety flag at the Central Fire Station of Fire Services Department in the presence of EDs and several other senior officers of the plant. In a function organized at Deepika Ispat Shiksha Sadan, Sector 18, a free school of Rourkela Steel Plant RSP on 22nd April 2019, school bags and books were presented to the students. It is worth mentioning here that Deepika Mahila Sangati, a leading philanthropic organization of the Steel City, is managing the school. Mrs. Rekha Agarwal, Acting President, Deepika Mahila Sangati, graced the occasion as the chief guest. Present on the program were Mrs. Suman Lata and Mrs. Minakshi Mahapatra, both Vice Presidents, Mrs. Sujata Khuntia, Secretary, and other members of the DMS governing body, Mr. S. Samal, Headmaster, DISs and teachers. Mrs. Agarwal and the dignitaries distributed school bags to the students. It may be mentioned that at present, 632 students were enrolled in Deepika Ispat Shiksha Sadan studying in class 1 to 10. Every year, the students get the entire set of study material, accessories and uniforms, including shoes and school bags, for free. Nutritious midday meal is also being provided to them through the Akshay Patra project of RSP. The Deepika Ispat Shiksha Sadan, which has shifted to new premises at Sector 18 last year, has been a harbinger of hope for many a poor student of the city. An intensive learning program, LTTE, Learning Together Team EMD, commenced at Energy Management Department on 16th April 2019. The first session of the initiative was inaugurated by Mr. C.R. Mohapatra, GM Utility. Many senior officers of the department and employees were present on the occasion. The program aims to leverage knowledge base available in different sections of EMD and to bridge the knowledge gap and enhance skill level of employees. In the first session, specific inputs were provided on the proper approach to deal with emergency situations, gas availability and power failure at Energy Control Room. The program will be held every Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. at EMD Conference Room. Various issues pertaining to EMD will be deliberated during the 1-hour program. That's all for today's news. Namaskar.